Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico with my partner Greg Olson, the veteran Nick Folk to get this one started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Murray. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Divine Diablo in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go again with Robinson. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down. They need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. And now you're in my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
They pick up 17 through the air. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He'll look London's way again. Just complete again. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 15. 1st down, Atlanta.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
On the give, it's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Here comes 2nd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta.
Touchdown Falcons.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Price now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. He'll get this out wide. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, Murray. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll get forward to about the 42. J.D. Bertrand able to bring him down.
42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, it's Murray. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
Really nice Nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run. This is Mason. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Murray now on second down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jordan Addison, touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. He knocks it through, and the Vikings will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Left side in the hands of London.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
At the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut. Like you can see, he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
On third down, Penix. The open receiver is Dodson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Vikings offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Two minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Second down, Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Talk things over before third down. Murray. He'll try to run for it. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 21
That is
yards.
rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down, eats him.
And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Now it's Murray. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Here's their punter now, and he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This one is caught by Dodson. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
A big play at a critical juncture in this game, and even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's a...
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight, competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half.
Will Riker
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. We're trying to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix.
Salute, BRG. What's going on, my brother?
Bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
You know the vibe, BRG is just huge.
Mike, and I used to say, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And a lefty Penix on first down. And that one incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are...
How you sad to go to BRG?
Here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Penix. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down. for no gain.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 9. Now Penix. That one taken in by London. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself.
That's good, bro. Man, I ain't seen you stream in a while, man, when you get back streaming.
Down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Ty Felton now on the return.
Oh, okay. You've been on Twitch, man. How many followers you got on there? I think I'm following you on there, too.
First possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. On play action, Murray. He'll be forced to just throw that one away.
She's going to follow. That's what I'm talking about, BRG, man. Congrats, bro.
In this situation,
I'll be streaming on there.
Trailing. Damage done. Move on to the next play.
A run. And here's Mason. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Now he'll run it.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the 1st.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, here is Penix. And And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on third down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter four-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
The Vikings offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. On the ground is Mason. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stick with him again. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
3rd and 2. Now Murray. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Murray. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
At the 41, a gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this 3rd quarter has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He's got a man. That's Felton. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
It's pretty clear why this offense likes to get the ball into the hands of this quarterback, huh, Mike? I mean, he is just so effective in this area, and now he has them set up first and goal.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Now a second down throw for Murray. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
For the lead, here is third and goal. Working out of the gun, Murray. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Caught, Felton, touchdown, Vikings. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings are on top. It's 14-10.
The score, Vikings 14, Falcons 10.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Penix. This one is caught right side by Zacchaeus. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down, mark them at the 45, and move the chains.
7-yard gain.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On 1st down, right back to Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, This offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
They get 20 on the connection. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if it could be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
On first and 10, it's Penix. With the man, he's got it. It's London. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the Vikings' 14-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they come up for second and 2. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
That's another Falcons.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting...
And he's in. Great London. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
14.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Price now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's second down. Now it's Murray. This one is caught by Addison. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. They go play action with Murray. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 55.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. 55 yards on the game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Mason. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Now here's 2nd and goal. He'll run, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock. We'll see how they want to play this. It's 3rd down. They'll run here. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
We get a stoppage. There's an injured player. It is T.J. Hawkinson who was shaken up on that last play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game.
Will Reichard
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Carter on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. Now a timeout. That's their first, and they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
It's 2nd and inches.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches. Throwing is Penix. We'll get this to Pitts once more. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now they burn the timeout. They are in that gray area. They might be able to get in 2 plays, but maybe just 1 left in this game. We'll see. Here's 1st down. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's caught.
Recovered by the Vikings.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready or up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a win here for the Vikings. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.